Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Carol Worldwide, your podcast of indeterminate frequency. We are a local current events and satire podcast.
Hey, did any of you guys notice that there's somebody else in the room?
Yeah, you didn't let me intro it. And we have a special guest here. You want to introduce yourself?
I thought maybe I was just saying things.
Special guest?
Hi, I'm Graham Dodge. I'm the Executive Director of the Mid-Atlantic Gigabit Innovation Collaboratory based here in Westminster.
Also known as
West Nubstrom.
Magic.
Magic, right?
Oh, right.
You just randomly came up with that acronym that spelled magic. It's just coincidence.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you were running that thing that happened a couple of weeks ago with the automation, and there were drones and
That's right. That was
automated bus.
our ribbon cutting ceremony for the Autonomous Corridor Project, which is a project to bring autonomous public transportation to the city of Westminster.
So we're one step closer to the Matrix here.
Yeah, basically.
Did you unleash Sentinels?
Yeah.
Did you?
And the ribbon cutting was if you attended, you ate the blue pill. If you didn't, you ate the red pill.
Randy's just going to set up that much more surveillance to get us closer.
Oh my
That's
God.
right.
He's a private partnership with Big Brother. As much surveillance as possible.
Everywhere.
Right. That's right. I am everywhere. Soon to be on Main Street.
He's
Please
omniscient, but not omnipotent.
But I won't watch the whole video either.
Aha.
Right.
Oh, that's true. He won't.
No. That's his weakness.
And we had the Secretary of Commerce, Kelly Schultz, was there, along with, of course, our new mayor, Mona Becker. It was her first event as mayor, actually.
A lot of big check marks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's and then are you here in that capacity, or do you have another hat that you're here under?
Oh, I'm here because Randy invited me. And
Okay.
I just said yes.
Okay, I didn't know if we just were having all sorts of people. It's like just walking off the street and...
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Some
Now that we have
townies
4
come in.
microphones, it is a party.
I've got a fifth one right over there.
Wow.
Wow.
Big time stuff.
I am trained in comedy improv if you guys want to, select a premise and...
Yes, and?
Right.
I am a tree, you're a rock.
some-
Go. Always gets them.
They don't see the shrugs, though.
Right.
No, I know, but I'm a rock, so I can't say anything.
So what was this autonomous bus or transportation?
Yes, so we had a company called Perrone Robotics that came up from Charlottesville, Virginia, that demonstrated their technology in I think it was a 12-passenger, like a Sprinter van type vehicle, like an airport shuttle, and it drove autonomously through Westminster. It drove over by the skate park, actually down near where we are now, and back over to the Stocksdale garage, all autonomously.
With no driver, or was there somebody sort of keeping an eye on it?
Yes, they have what's called a safety operator or steward, which is a requirement of the Maryland Department of Transportation right now for these highly automated vehicles, they call them.
So are we going to have this for real?
Oh yeah,
In Westminster?
Well, that's our goal, and it's a shared vision with the mayor and the city to deploy these. So it's just a matter of logistics now and budgeting to make sure we actually can fund this project, and that also then determines how many of them we can deploy and at what scale we can offer the service to residents.
And what's the loop that it goes around?
Well, the proposed corridor is an 11-mile route that basically starts at Carroll Lutheran Village, goes through downtown Westminster on Main Street. It kind of button hooks a couple times over across 140 to like Town Mall and Walmart, and then all the way down to Carroll Community College. So it actually goes outside the city. That's the plan. And then effectively, connecting the students at Carroll Community College with McDaniel students, and there is some dual enrollment, as I'm told, between both colleges. So that would be helpful for those students.
There's also some dual enrollment with the high schools, so that would be a big help to them as well.
I could go shopping at Walmart for my supplies, stop at Boscov's, get a new outfit for school on my way to school, and then go to class.
We're
That's
under some severe delusions about
Or Belk.
our age, but yeah.
And me having class.
Well, you don't have classes. That's for sure.
Call me when you have no class.
Well, and
You're out of class.
But it would connect more McDaniel students, hopefully, with the eastern side of Main Street, down by Birdie's and
Yes,
Molly's. And
that would be
places like
amazing.
that.
That would end some mayoral campaign issues too. Not enough McDaniel students.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. They're not visible enough.
They're a little late.
And they're short little dresses. I can't see them at night.
Those are your words, not mine.
I'm using someone else's words.
So that's one of the big things on Magic's agenda, and that was like a big successful kickoff and everything. And so like, are you partnering with Ting to help provide like the power to, have it all connected and everything?
Yeah, so the whole premise of this is the fact that there's autonomous vehicles and then there's connected and autonomous vehicles, and we're promoting the use of connected vehicles that would leverage the gigabit fiber of the city. But there has to be a wireless network on top of that we would have to design. And we would have to work probably with the county and the city and Ting to design that and make sure that the vehicles can effectively talk to the network, intermittently at least.
And would that network blanket be like a basis for other people to be able to just like wirelessly like jump on the gigabit?
It could, yeah. It could effectively be the same infrastructure to supply free Wi-Fi to the whole city. Yeah.
So that would be like a really cool thing. That would set Westminster apart, I think, from its like equivalents or competitors in terms of like rivals.
Sykesville.
Foes.
Hampstead. Is any of this going on in Sykesville or Hampstead or Tawnytown? Southern.
Tawnytown.
No, although I
can you imagine autonomous Tawnytown?
I'm sorry.
Man, why Sherri just has so much hatred in her heart for poor Tawnytown.
Well, actually, I have had meetings with people who represent Tawnytown and Sykesville, or that district, that have signaled interest in bringing the autonomous corridor, extending it from Westminster to those areas.
Yeah, wipe that smirk off your face.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And even outside the county, even into Frederick. Emmitsburg and...
You have no idea how much Dollar General would benefit from this.
Hear me out.
You're right. You're right.
Autonomous.
I got to stop being a snob.
Autonomous Union Bridge.
Yeah.
What do we think?
Connecting Westminster to Flood Zone and now Save Point, which is that new free play arcade there. That'd be pretty cool.
Buttersburg Inn.
Buttersburg Inn, yeah. Mm-hmm. I've heard they have good French toast.
They have amazing chocolate pie there.
Apparently so, yes.
They have pie to go to jail for.
It's worth stealing, apparently.
There was like a few years ago at this point? Probably.
Yeah,
there was a
three.
good Carroll County Times story, probably before you even moved up here, that they arrested someone who like passed out trying to steal pie from the shop.
He ate so much pie.
Yeah, it was like he left it on top of the air. He stole it and left it on top of the air conditioner or something ridiculous. Stole chocolate pie.
He probably could have argued entrapment because the pie was so good.
Pie so good. I mean, they said they got them.
Is that true, counselor?
They got them a lot of extra business because they were front page news. Like, I got to try this pie.
Yeah, this pie sounds amazing.
This pie is worth going to jail for.
They should get that guy to advertise for them.
They should.
Oh well, it's kind of left the consciousness.
That could be his community service, honestly.
Well, I'm not his lawyer, so I don't know how they figured it out.
Yeah,
so,
you're not. That's too bad.
It's not my thing.
No.
So. Yeah, so like we're not just talking this autonomous corridor there's a lot of players, right? Because it's like Westminster City has its fiber network and the county has its fiber network and these other places don't, so you've got to like make the pacts and agreements so that they can all twine together, which would be a great thing for the population, but there's just got to be stuff that sorts out.
Well, and you can connect those with 5G, with LTE, as long as people don't burn down the 5G towers, then we'll be okay.
Well, I got the vaccination, so I think I'm being controlled by the 5G towers, right?
Probably, yeah.
Right.
That's your
defense. They're magnets.
That's your defense for your comedy routines?
Well, yeah. And ooh. Ouch. Bill Gates just texted me. He didn't like that remark.
Wow. Are you taking him on his bachelor swing? Like, I mean, he needs a guide into all this.
He needs a wingman.
Can you imagine being his wingman? No, he's really smart. He's got money.
I think the job does itself.
Yeah.
Right? With that price tag, I mean,
yeah.
I feel like that's all the interesting conversation you need.
As long as I get an hourly rate.
Bill stands for billions.
Interesting fact, I happened to look this up because someone was talking about Jeff Bezos being the richest man in the world, and I thought, well, I wonder who actually has the most cash, and it turns out, as of 2014 at least, Bill Gates was the richest man in cash.
Yeah, well, he had a lot of Warren Buffett's money. A lot of people forget about that Warren Buffett gave him billions of dollars.
That's Gates Foundation. That's not him, though.
Does that include the Gates Foundation?
I mean, no, it's just his own personal cash.
Oh, his wallet.
So yeah, because the richest man in the world, like that way of measuring wealth is net worth based on stocks. So when they look at people like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, they're looking at their stock as well. And Jeff Bezos only cashes out like 5% of his stock at any given time, supposedly.
Yeah. There you have it, Randy.
Wow.
But like, just to let you know, you can't use your companies directly as your money. Like Bill Gates doesn't get to use Gates Foundation
Unless
to like
your
buy
name is Donald J.
Well, yeah, then you get the state attorney general to shut down your ability to have a charity for all eternity. So, yeah,
all
that's
eternity.
Correct. That's correct.
So what were you going to say? You can't use your money he can't use Gates Foundation money to what?
For his own personal piggy bank.
Oh.
You can, and then you can get shut down.
And then you can go to jail.
Or not if you have enough money.
That's true. If you got enough money in the foundation, you can get out of it.
Yeah. Everything just becomes Arrested Development with enough money, basically.
It does. There's always money in the banana stand.
I meant literally. There's always money in the banana stand.
I meant there's always money in the banana stand.
So, Graham, you're going to stick around and commentate on all of our regular stuff. Is there anything else we missed about what Magic's up to that you want to get in there?
Actually, yeah, we have our first gaming festival that we're planning at Town Mall for September 24th, 25th, and 26th.
Dennis just got very excited.
Oh, my God.
Dennis is in a gaming chair and he's liquid.
Yeah, he is.
I'm very liquid right now.
Yeah, it's called Good Game. The website's ggfest.org. And so it's just a splash page right now, but soon you'll have more information there. And the whole thing is to promote healthy gaming attitudes, address topics like misogyny and things like that exist in gaming culture right now, and to sort of try to dispel some of that and, teach kids better habits and better attitudes in gaming.
That's good. What about the misogyny in my own household? Can you help me with this? Is there a game I can play for that?
You can stop being a dick.
Is that the name of the gut? That
yeah,
sounds...
that's what it is.
This is the 5G's fault, okay?
Yeah, you have better luck asking the sun not to shine.
You know what? If I had a wife as hot as yours, I'd watch my ass. If I was you. Seriously.
Because she's hot doesn't mean she can throw a punch. They're mutually exclusive.
I would be throwing a lot of punches at you too, I'm sure.
At you two? At the both of them? Or
at the band?
Or TOO?
You as well.
I think she meant the band. That whole iPhone thing was... pissed a lot of people off. You know what's funny, though, and I'm going to transition into our next thing, is that...
Show us the segue.
Graham is talking about these self-driving buses that are going all over the place, yet...
I see where you're going.
Somebody this morning drove their Honda CRV right into a storefront on Main Street. You saw that?
I saw that.
Up with that?
It was the water place,
Do we know
right?
any more details about that? Do we know what happened? Why?
All the comments were, how? How did this happen?
Yeah.
How could this happen?
Yeah, that's the first thing when I showed my kids the picture. They were like, "What? Why? What? How,
right? How does that even happen?
How does that happen?"
There's normally cars parked along Main Street there anyway. So even if you were inclined to make a mad dash for Sterling Water because you had a real bad water problem, there's normally a parked car that would be in the way.
A water emergency.
I've got low pH.
Yeah, they must have been pulling out of the library driveway or something. I can't imagine how they would be coming at that angle.
Yeah, I mean, because you're not making a left-hand turn there, and you're not making a right-hand. Like, what?
Yeah. A mad dash out of the library.
But you can't even exit the library from there. You have to exit up at that weird little.
But there's that one
lot.
Is that other area entrance only?
It's entrance only. Yeah.
Oh,
it's really hard to make that left out at Diffendall, so they just made that left and they made that 45-degree angle instead of 90. Just went,
man.
Well, the driver, something must have happened. Either they had a medical condition suddenly.
Yeah, we shouldn't be laughing. You're right. Something terrible probably happened to someone today.
I've seen something like that happen, and it was a very, very, very elderly woman.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That did happen years
Blue
and years
Bistro.
ago. Yeah, exactly.
But no, it was there, but next door.
It was my
Parks.
It was
Bistro.
Parks Landing.
It was my aunt and uncle's optique shop. She she ran right through the front. Yeah,
she was on her way to get glasses. That makes sense.
She was in between Parks Landing and Blue Bistro. It wasn't even Blue Bistro at the time, but yeah, she ran right into the front window of the irony.
Or maybe they were in autonomous mode in a Tesla and sitting in the back seat.
Yeah.
I think this was a time where nobody even heard of Tesla. Like that, it was that long ago.
Wow.
That happened.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's almost like we need guardrails.
It's
Huh, Sherri?
it's almost like old people shouldn't drive.
Wow, that's ageist. But I'm with you.
I mean, come on.
Go be old somewhere else.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on.
Go to Florida.
High schooler Randy has no sympathy for all this now that his class is over.
Wait, I was going to the community college, though.
Okay.
What,
Lifelong
were you studying geography so you get a little better at it?
Respect.
lifelong learner
Yes,
Randy.
that's where I learned that Tawny Town's in Southern Maryland. Smarty.
Yeah.
So but the autonomous car has a warden that makes sure this will never happen.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because the expectation with the fully autonomous vehicles, which are SAE levels 4 and 5,
That's good.
that
I don't know what that is.
They expect it to be fully autonomous, and so the Maryland Department of Transportation wants to make sure that there's a safety operator takes over just in case something goes wrong. Whereas, like in a Tesla, which is SAE level 2 or 3, people think that it's kind of fully autonomous, but then it's not really.
They say you can't actually be fully autonomous, but people don't listen.
Right.
Right.
So that, like, the guy, I don't know if you saw that in the news several weeks ago, but the guy who like sat in the back seat of his Tesla to sort of show off its autonomous mode to his friend, like, he shouldn't have done that because it's not really capable of full autonomy the way some of these other vehicles by Perone and by others like Local Motors who had their Ollie also at the event. Those are actually intended to be completely autonomous. Yeah. So that technology does exist. It's just not in the Tesla right now.
Gotcha. Not my car either.
What's your car?
I have an Infinity. It's a gas guzzler. It's not going to...
I know you drive that tank around so that you can bully people. Right?
Yes. And it's going to be a tank one day when I finish modifying it.
That's good. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the end game is. I guess you're ready for
Just
the end times.
Total domination. Yeah. Yes. End times.
How are you modifying it?
Twin 50 caliber machine guns on the sides. Full surveillance for you with a mile HD. I'm
You're
still
gonna
looking
have Ben-Hur
into it.
style like blades, right? So you can like ram people off the road.
That's like the Punisher's vehicle, right? Didn't he have
I
something
will look
like
into that. That sounds good. Yeah, and weirding modules. Yes.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Do you want to make light of some poor person's worst day
forget
anymore?
the disco lights and everything inside.
His kids will still be embarrassed to drive with him. So
Okay.
They will.
You're getting a little ridiculous now. I'm talking about 50 caliber machine guns and surveillance, and you're talking about disco lights.
You
It's
got to
not-
have a lighting system and
You
a
gotta be-
sound system.
you're not being
inside
realistic.
of that tricked out machine.
Come on. It will have dimensional flight too.
Strobe lights. That could confuse people.
also really take out the epileptics.
What was that word?
Epileptics?
I thought you said epileptic. Sounded like.
I don't know. Maybe I misspoke. But I'm making light of epilepsy too, just to be
Good.
clear.
There you go.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because basically saying that Randy wouldn't care about those poor people.
Randy doesn't care about anybody, does he? Except Randy. And going to the gym, making Randy better.
That's
Jim?
right.
You'll have to have that disclaimer.
It's all about Randy.
The disclaimer they put in front of movies about images may induce epilepsy or something like that.
Put that on the
You'll
side
have
of the
to have
car.
that on the side of the car. Yeah.
Oh, because on all the mirrors in my house.
When you're machine gunning somebody,
Yes.
they'll at least know not to look.
Right. Don't look. Don't look at the machine gunning or the lights.
There you go. What else we got on the docket?
Okay, so do you want to talk about, before I get into my story, how was Pride?
Oh my gosh, Pride was amazing this year. I know I saw you there, Randy. It was, I think we had about 4,000 people actually coming
That's a
to
lot.
town.
Wow.
That's a lot of pride.
It's a lot of Pride. We ended up with over 60 vendors, most of whom sold out. It was a really successful day, and we're going to be able to give away our first scholarship this year. So the scholarship deadline is August 1st.
Applications.
For applications, and it's very last minute, but it's for seniors who have already graduated, who are on their way to some form of higher education, and have a proven track record with helping out in the LGBTQ plus community. There's a submission online under westminsterpride.org, westminsterpride.com, under the subheading of scholarship, and everyone should try and. I mean, everyone who's a graduated senior currently, not if you've graduated like Randy did 500 years ago.
Randy's got classes, so maybe he should consider.
Yeah.
Randy's got
I'm a
class.
student of life.
Okay.
Where's my scholarship for that?
I got your scholarship right here. But everyone should apply to that who's eligible, and we'll be giving away our first scholarship this year because despite the fact that 2020 was so miserable, we do have money to give away for the first time. And we were only 3 years into the festival, so we're very proud.
That's great.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's pride, so you would be proud.
That's the point.
That's the point, Randy.
I'm looking for the Gluttony Festival and the Sloth Festival. That's
No one would go to that.
oh man,
Yeah, no one would bother. They'd be like, eh.
Greed Fest.
lust. Now we're talking.
How about just like the 7 Deadly Sins festival?
I'm down with that.
Yeah, you could get into
Just
that.
shut down West Main Street while she does Pride. You could do whatever the virtue that's opposite of Pride is. Humility, probably.
Maybe West Nubsturm will all of a sudden have Gluttony Fest
Humble
advertised.
Humble Fest.
Because I think somebody in this room is Harper Smythe.
Okay.
Even though you're all denying it, we had this conversation before we started recording.
So give us why you think someone in this room is Harper Smythe. And who's Harper Smythe?
Well, at first I thought it was Graham.
So who's Harper Smythe?
I think it's you.
Harper Smythe, like I'm asked for the audience's sake, is the supposed administrator
Yes.
of the West
He is the
Nubsturm.
administrator.
It could be an alias, is what you're saying.
He's definitely an alias.
definitely,
He's, why do you say definitely,
Well,
Graham?
because I reached out to Harper Smythe
Did
and I
you?
asked them point blank, who are you? Because I know that you aren't who you say you are. Because I know that, just like you did, I Googled Harper Smythe and saw it was a character name from a movie called Planet Earth.
Aha.
And so at first I thought it was a woman because they had posted a picture holding a West Nubsturm receipt from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, which is how all this started. I don't know if everyone knows that. I guess from your previous podcast, you guys
Yes, we
covered
talked
this.
about that.
Very loyal
So
audience.
everyone knows about West Nubsturm. So yeah, Harper Smythe, whoever they are, jumped on it right away, created a whole Facebook group dedicated to West Nubsturm. As a result of that, the receipt that I had posted, so I don't know if everyone knows this, but I posted that first image of that receipt from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, which is actually a photo that someone that I work with took on their phone, and they sent it to me. They thought it was funny.
And that was a woman?
No, that was a man.
So
That-
another
so
woman
somebody
posted it.
else in
They didn't fix it
Westminster-
right away.
Right.
Right. They had there was a bunch of receipts
It was
flying
like
around
for a
West
week.
Nubsturm.
Yeah, for a week. And so, but the picture that Harper
Interesting.
Smythe had posted was a woman's hand. I thought, oh, it's a woman. Okay.
Huh.
But then they said they denied that they were female.
But
And then they wouldn't tell me who they were.
But they didn't deny that their birth name was
No,
Harper.
then they acknowledged that yes, the reference was from Planet Earth.
It's a definite fake account.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's lots of fake accounts on the Facebook online group for Westminster, from what I can tell.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of those, but this one is
Tiffany Cox, I think, is another one.
is more.
I'm being trolled by a fake account
Are you?
In your business life or your personal
in
life?
business life.
Really?
Mhm.
Randy, you have fake account experience, right? They mess with you.
I had yeah, but I don't care, because if I know that they're fake, it's that person is not being upfront and they're too cowardly, so I just write it off.
Wow, internet cowards. This is never thought I'd see the day.
It's a new thing, and we're transitioning into another segment. If you guys would like to hear this story.
Oh, it's a beautiful segue. Let's go.
Oh, it's a beautiful story too. Remember the story of the furniture store owner who called his customers'
Yes.
mother a fat slut and his wife a slut?
Yes.
What?
Oh, and you
Yeah.
got all wrapped up in that, didn't you?
I got very wrapped up in it. So caught up in it, little girl. And only the highest nobility, Graham, as you'll learn, as a new resident of Westminster, Maryland, exists here. Just the highest nobility. So remember that guy Senior? We call him Senior, where somebody accidentally called his Junior.
Yeah.
Called him Junior. Called him a racist.
My son's not a racist.
Right. Right.
That was his defense.
I am, but my son's not one.
I want to get rid of the N-word, but my son also does, but let's leave him out of it. So let's focus on him for a second. He apparently knows me. Apparently we went to high school together. I vaguely remember him. I don't think we ever interacted. He blocked me on Facebook, and evidently I don't see anything he posts. I don't have a fake account to see what he's doing. I don't care.
You don't have a burner.
I don't have a burner.
Harper Smythe.
No, it's not hard. See, I can't be Harper Smythe
You
because this
threw
is new to me.
No, this is the perfect way to throw everyone off the scent. You're like
be,
whoever. Yeah, you're
And
like.
why would you think that?
I mean, because you're the one who's obsessed with Harper Smythe.
I'm not obsessed. I just have a
Or maybe
seething
this is like
desire.
the movie Scream, and you are both Harper Smythe.
Oh wow. Maybe everyone in the room is.
I'm Harper Smythe.
Kaiser Soze.
Spartacus.
So, this senior started mouthing off to a female that we all know and like. It's a friend of ours' wife, and we like her too.
We like her in her own right. It's not just someone's wife,
Right.
Randy.
It's not her identity. I was correcting myself. He got to the point where he was calling her a cum dumpster.
Jesus.
I only let certain people call me that.
Which
He's got to buy you dinner first.
Yes, he does.
Check, please.
you got to hit a low point to start calling a woman that name.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think this
Which-
person's Mr. Manners.
No, he's not a finished product. We'll say that. So
He failed his
Not a
board.
completely developed human.
so he really started digging into her, and the husband.
Is this like as like DMs, or is this like on a
public.
community
It's-
page?
It's all public on the Westminster Online community.
Wait, above and beyond?
Above and beyond.
Not above and beyond. This is below sewer Westminster Online. No, this is the regular Westminster Online community. It's in the thread.
But isn't that above and beyond the regular ones now?
No, the new regular one is Westminster Online community, literally. And the thread is a poem that starts out, "I am a white supremacist." At least that's what they say. And it's some poem about he's not a white supremacist, but he's being mistaken for one. And
Oh, for
I hate when
God's
people
sake.
accidentally call me a Nazi.
right.
Gosh, what a relatable experience.
So
I hate
if you
that.
if you see that thread, dig down and you'll see all of this. It's pretty funny. So the husband of the woman who was insulted stood up, and this is all in the comments. He said, "Look, I'm going to have to meet you in person, senior, and you're going to have to say this to my face, what you just said to my wife."
Always a good move. Mhm.
So this is where I come into play.
Oh,
no.
God. Randy,
Why
Randy can't stay out of it.
No, I did not ask to be part of this.
So
I didn't
is
even
it
know
Judge
this-
Randy?
I didn't even know this was happening. This is a case where like I would just wake up and people are mad at me, and I didn't even know I was involved.
I mean, isn't that every day in
It's
your
like
house?
every day. In
It
his
happens a
house,
lot,
right?
and it's bizarre. It's really weird. So anyway, the husband said, "You're going to have to meet with me in person to senior guy, because what you called my wife, you're going to need to talk to me about that face to face."
Uh-huh.
Okay, you manned up. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Senior said, and I'm going to quote this, but when he references that man, he's talking about me, Randy. He says, "Name the place and I'll be there with all of the hate and anger I have for that man and give it to you."
Why does he hate you?
I don't know.
How do you know he's talking about you?
Because there were other screenshots where he mentioned me specifically.
This is the senior of the junior.
This is the only really.
He must not
okay.
be a fan of the podcast.
It's either the podcast or he remembers me from high school, or we did used to argue back and forth before he blocked me. But people are telling me that he's talking about me a lot.
You're going to get killed, Randy.
I'm not going to get killed.
Somebody's going to shoot you.
And I just for
Could be
fun, I
drive by.
I looked him up, and he's not apparently, but he is. He's a deadbeat dad.
Oh, did you look up his case
Yeah.
history? Oh.
Doesn't pay his child support, or didn't pay his child support when his kid was younger, and he got separated and divorced.
Oh.
So the tragedy of my life is every once in a while I get a stalker, and it's always a guy.
It's a gigantic loser.
Yes.
That's so sad.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Am I not worth?
You're not worth like a high quality
High-quality
stalker?
stalker? Yeah.
Like where's Michael Douglas stalking you?
Right. Or any female at all.
I wasn't gonna go that far. Let's just keep it on the dude side. That seems to be what you're drawing, okay? But at least someone of like class, like you need an enemy so that you can vanquish them and make them an ally.
Right. So okay. So the short version of the story is I did not see any of this, and I hear, hey, I challenged this guy to a fight, and he hates you so much he wants to give it all to me. I'm like, what?
Is that violence or sexual?
I think that's sexual.
Maybe it is sexual.
I think it totally
And he can
is.
leave me blocked if that's the case.
And by the way, we're okay with that. But like, I think this
Of
person.
course
needs
we're
to-
okay with that.
They just need to unpack what they really
But
mean.
you need to work through that and get to a good place in your life and not resort to violence when you're feeling feelings that you think you shouldn't have.
Well, I'll tell you, Sherri, sometimes you got to fight when you're a man. I'm quoting Kenny Loggins there. Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, Kenny Rogers. Kenny Loggins was about dancing.
That's the gambler.
Footloose, everybody footloose. It's Kenny Loggins.
What if you had to like look him in the eye in a staring contest where you both got massages? Could you manage that win?
Not the massage part.
But that's like the challenge for you.
What?
Yeah, you getting like eye to eye, both having like a psych up massage.
I could do that as long as he wasn't the one giving me the massage and I was having eye contact with him.
He wants to give you that hate.
Then I would, then I would submit. I would tap out from that. But here's the rest of the story.
There's more.
So
This is so
wait.
convoluted.
But wait, there's more.
our friend who we know who challenged him to this duel, he said name the place. So he did. He named a third party place. So Senior said, no, let's do it at your house.
What?
So he said, look, it's over. Forget it. I guess he wanted to call the police on our friend for trying to initiate a fight, for standing up for his wife.
Like, I wouldn't with his wife. I mean,
I wouldn't verbally.
seriously.
If his wife was to yell at me, I'd be letting that go.
Yeah. I mean, she probably didn't even need him to step in for that. I mean, I would be offended if somebody did that for me, but
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if a guy is calling you names and crying about it, you've broken him verbally
Right. So
already. So
I've
it
already
doesn't even-
won.
Yeah, you've already won.
I don't care.
Internetly.
I've cried on the podcast a few times, so
Have you?
yeah, I mean, because of you hurting my feelings,
It's mostly on the inside though.
Oh, poor Randy.
making me eat spinach.
He has the Costanza where he like 30 minutes later like has the perfect.
He's sitting in here and then turns off the lights and he's trying to edit and he just starts crying.
That's true. For all we know, Aunt Randy just
I can't
edits.
believe that's what she said to me.
Wow.
Why does she hate me?
What do you think of that story, Graham? What do you think of Westminster?
Oh, I love Westminster. I think Westminster's great. I just moved. I just bought a
That's
house in Westminster.
Very diplomatic way of putting
He
it.
does not represent. This guy doesn't represent Westminster.
Oh,
If you
no,
have
he
a sample size that big, you're gonna have some bad apples.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have 10,000 people in a box and have them all be great.
doesn't. No, you can't.
No,
That's true.
no, and they'll run out of air too if they're in a box.
Well, I haven't human trafficked, so that's where you're.
You don't know what you're missing.
Do we have anything else?
No,
Do we have a top 10?
We do have a top 10.
Okay,
You guys ready?
I guess.
always.
This week's top 10 topic is the top 10 reasons to run into a Main Street storefront with your car.
Oh wow, we're back on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Number 10, the Tawny Town water bills are too high. You know,
See, that makes sense.
That was okay.
you'll recall that
It was a
this
water
is
service.
just a repeat of
It's a
what-
copycat.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
And then it was a water
and It was a
thing.
water place, so it makes perfect sense.
Oh my gosh.
I got a question about that.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Big oof.
I don't know why I even laugh at you.
I don't know why you looked at me for the answer.
I don't either. Number 9, the grass clippings affected your ability to brake. So that
If you're on a
could be why-
motorcycle, that's real.
that could be why.
Was
you
it
know,
a
just
motorcycle?
Right, there was grass clippings on Main Street.
It's in spirit because they corrected. I guess.
How small of a vehicle does it have to be to run off the road because of grass clippings?
It's motorcycles were the
just
problem.
motorcycles and smaller.
I think it's the two wheels.
Like maybe those teeny tiny little clown car things. What are they?
Right.
Like I don't even know what they are.
Like a Fiat.
You know what I'm talking about.
Will there be automated clown cars in the future?
I hope so.
In Westminster.
Okay, number 8, there was a misunderstanding about the new drive-through at the library. So
Just keep going.
you can understand why that could happen. Graham was onto it. Number 7, Randy was running away from his massage.
That would do it. I'm gonna smash the storefront.
The creepy staring massage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is like a Scientologist.
How
thing
does
to
he even
do,
come
too.
up with that? That's like something Harper Smythe would come up with.
So
I got to see if the movie Planet Earth, if the plot and synopsis match up with your whole vernacular, your whole world.
Ah.
'Cause I know you like Dune, you like Game of Thrones.
I've never heard of the movie Planet
I
Earth
never-
until Harper Smythe came
You what?
along.
What?
I said I never have either. I thought Planet Earth was the documentary they did. It
It is that as well. I think.
that's what I was.
William
Must be
Attenborough
too.
or something?
I don't know, but that's what I thought about.
Mm.
Which doesn't seem like a character would be in a nature documentary.
If you rearrange the letters of Harper Smythe, it says estate attorney.
It can't be true.
If you add a few and take out some.
Yeah,
God.
there's only Arabic letters used.
Arabic. What?
The Arabic alphabet? I ain't learning that.
I'm not learning that shit. Number 6, the driver saw a local political candidate and wanted to show their support.
Okay.
Number 5, it's just too damn hot.
It is.
It is just too goddamn hot. I'm about ready to die, guys. I can't stand this weather. Number 4, someone bought all the crab cakes at Rock Salt in Mediterranean.
Oh, I have something else to say about Pride Fest.
What?
Sherri wore all black.
I did.
No colors.
She said she would.
I had a button. I had
button.
a rainbow button on.
Does that count, Judge Dennis?
Okay, it was 800 degrees where I was.
Yeah, so why would you wear black? It absorbs
I
the light.
wasn't
the heat.
outside. I was in a kitchen. I wanted something flowy, and I stood. There was a 5.5 hour period of time where there was a line out of the door of the cafe, and all I didn't even have time to pee for 5.5 hours. I just made drinks and made drinks and made drinks.
Technically, if you combine all the colors of the rainbow, you get black. So
I thought it was white.
that's if it's light, not paint.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, if it's
Look,
paint, you get black.
Graham.
Damn.
So that's how she was wearing.
Yep.
I think she said she was wearing all black with her custom shirt that's black.
I didn't end up wearing that shirt. It was too. I don't know. It just didn't look right. I didn't like it.
How did Lance take that?
Not well. We're not talking.
Really?
Really?
Just
That would be.
yeah,
I
right.
was like,
Lance and I are talking to each other.
that's.
What, did hell freeze over? No.
I'm making a joke. This is.
No.
I was stepping in it.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. I was just like, I didn't look in the shirt, and he was like, okay. Because, he walked around Pride all day long with literally like fairy wings and booty shorts on, and that's it.
And I was going to wear that, and I'm so glad I didn't.
You would have been so embarrassed.
It's so unoriginal.
Randy had some dude take a picture of him in front of the cafe because they liked his shirt so much.
Yeah.
Your pandemic shirt.
Yeah.
And that was cute.
And that was all the attention I got.
What was your
that it?
pandemic shirt?
It has the Patagonia logo, and instead of the word, it looked literally like somebody's going to get sued.
Exactly like
It
it.
is the Patagonia, except for the word, and same font. It says pandemic instead of Patagonia.
It's funny, like you would miss it if you didn't pay attention. But the one dude was like, dude, I got to take a picture of your shirt. And I was like, it's time for me to go. See you later. Randy's getting his picture taken. You weren't any more popular than that at Pride Fest? I'm shocked to hear that.
Yeah,
Whoa.
and I was uncomfortable going in because I'm like, I'm gonna get hit on because men are just predators, and now I'm the prey walking in. Nothing. I mean nothing.
Does that blow to your ego?
Do I gotta do? Yeah. Do I have to do like Hail Mary push-ups or something before the next one? You'll see it the next one. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
You get so many guys' phone numbers.
Oh,
I'm going to get so many phone numbers at the next Pride.
dudes. I'll show you. Show my wife. She'll be like, what the hell are you doing?
Never mind.
Jennifer said she wanted to be a hag, so like you're just helping her.
Right.
Okay, so number 3, Roadhead.
that is the best explanation realistically thus far.
That is what happened.
That's a risky place to do all that, but okay.
Is there a safe place to do it?
Yeah, where
Probably not stopping at stoplights and stop signs, but
Where else?
Really? Because there could be surveillance.
Randy's dandy surveillance.
No-
I'm incorporating that tonight.
Number 2, it was hit a townie, get a free pretzel day.
You would put yourself in stitches over that one.
I didn't write that. Randy did it. So funny. He sent me that this morning, and I literally LOL'd.
Okay, so we're down to number 1.
Okay, number 1. The number 1 reason to run your car into a Main Street storefront is a festival happened that had nothing to do but somehow made you uncomfortable.
Okay, yeah. Take it all out on
Take it out on Sterling Water. They weren't even
those
there.
poor folks.
Based on the comments on the Carroll County Times story.
How funny was it that everybody was like, thank God it didn't hit Giulianova.
Oh, really?
My hoagies. Oh, are you talking about the comments on the Pride Fest?
Yeah.
People are ugly, aren't
Well,
they?
there weren't a lot. There were only a couple that I saw.
People were ugly.
But yeah. Ugly
really,
and stupid.
Really, really ugly.
And really,
And Dominic was like right back at them.
he's going to be a guest next week. I think we're going to discuss
wait.
that.
I can't wait to get. I love Joe off the hook. Like
Yeah.
not Mayor Joe, just average Joe.
The barber explained it because I was getting a haircut and I was like, am I going to be uncomfortable? Am I going to be scared at this thing? And he's like, no. He goes, it's more like Mardi Gras.
It is. It's like Mardi Gras.
It's exactly like Mardi Gras.
I have no reason to be scared.
Well, I thought I was going to get hit on and I was going to be vulnerable.
I know how pretty you think you are, Randy.
Did you go with Joe? You guys should have gone and done your workout routine together.
What, in the middle of the street?
Yeah, if you're trying to get an audience, or
Well, we need a squat rack and everything.
I don't understand what you're going for here, but that would have helped.
Yeah,
Do you think we're doing
Joe working out together would be a good exhibition of pride? I think.
I mean, do you think we're doing step aerobics over here?
Why didn't you come into the cafe? Why did you let your wife sit inside the cafe and eat?
I didn't know she was in there sitting. I thought she was going in to grab a sandwich and we're going to walk around.
Oh, okay.
But I eventually came in.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it because I was.
I was talking
drink
to
after drink after drink.
I was talking to my barber, who gave me his rainbow stick and also a piece of candy.
He was passing out rainbow sticks.
Yeah, but also candy too.
Yeah.
That's not a euphemism.
What?
It's not a euphemism for anything.
Randy doesn't know what that means, Dennis.
Okay.
A what? Denism?
I don't know. He got candy and a rainbow stick at the Pride Festival, and he's trying to get
complaining.
guys' numbers.
He's
and,
complaining. He's complaining that no one paid attention to him. I don't understand.
I'll double your entendre.
Okay.
Oh my
We got an extra long episode.
Yeah,
You
we
got
did.
anything
Oh my
else?
God, we're at 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That one story, man, we really learned a lot. It was quite a roller coaster.
In depth.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of detail. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thanks
sure. You're welcome.
Thanks for the reporting.
You're welcome.
Thank you, that man.
That man.
That man.
Okay, is that everything? Mm-hmm. Thank you for being on, Graham. Is there any other parting words you have to say about what Magic's up to?
No, other than the Good Game Fest, which is ggfest.org again. And then we are looking forward to getting one of these autonomous vehicles on Main Street sooner than later, hopefully by September sometime.
No kidding.
All right, so
Wow,
we'll put
that's exciting.
we'll put GG Fest in the episode notes.
In the notes.
And what's the website for your company, for Magic?
Oh, for Magic, it's magicinc.org. Magic with it's INC, not INK.org.
Right.
It's like more
make
powerful than Magic with the C, I think.
It's a business entity structure,
too.
Dennis.
Yeah.
He looks confused as to what that is.
Right. Incorporate.
Incorporation, yes.
Yeah.
Dot .org.
Yeah.
Dennis doesn't understand that kind of stuff, does he?
Right.
I'm just a pretty face. So I didn't, no one gets my number as a general rule, so I don't know what to do. All right. I'm Dennis.
I'm Randy.
I'm Sherri.
And thank you, Graham, for coming. See you next time.